course, it begins with individual truths, the truths about who am I, that eternal quest for knowledge of self, the self-realization in order to then become self-actualized, which is a matter of manifesting yourself. And that is something we all can and need to learn in this world. Because there's a contradiction between what all teachers about spirituality, and the gurus, the enlightened ones, those who really are there to help and to bring about healing to the world, what they promote, what they talk about. And then there's on the other side, there's the reality of this world where we are required to be machines, to function like machines, to support the system, to make the rich richer, so to speak. And that's been going on ever since the beginning of time. It is part of the consciousness we all exist in, and we were born into. And so it is a time for a new beginning, definitely. It needs to be a new beginning. To begin anew, to be new, where we are being new, and fresh, and present, open to experience. And there we can really get to know each other. We get to know ourselves as we get to know others. And there's no need to argue, there's no need to debate, there's no need for violence of any sort, because that goes against our human nature. We were all created in the image of God, and the essence there of God is love. It's just something that we forget as we look outside of us for answers. We look outside of us for love, for happiness, which is also a human endowment. Happiness is the way. And if you really look at children play, you see that capacity for that. So it's about remembering how to be more like a child. Not childish, but childlike. And as we really begin to approach others in that spirit, we learn, we continuously learn. Because we learn to think less about, we are attached less to our own views and what we think the other person should know, which is the reason for why we get into arguments, when we think the other person needs to know what we tell them. And there we don't listen anymore. But that's really the key. There's an art in that. The art of communication, which goes both ways. Very much like in a community. It is about building community. And it all depends on how people communicate. And if they are communicating. Because if they don't really communicate, there's a communication breakdown. And people get caught up in arguments, hurt feelings, frustrations. And that doesn't need to be. So this is a new way of how to really be more open to really to become part of that communication process. And even if you are communicating with somebody who is very, very narrow-minded and they want to argue with you and anything you say they just contradict, even there it is a matter of how you communicate with that person. And not allow them the power to talk over you or be negative. I mean, of course, you cannot change the other person, but you can change your response to the other person. And that's the key. That's really the key. To give up also our need to change things outside of our control. And that, of course, includes other people, circumstances, events of our lives, especially those that are difficult for us to deal with. They are coming to you for a reason. Everything that's happening to you in your life happens for a reason. Designed for you to understand yourself better. And to really practice whatever it is you want to learn. To realize whatever it is you want to actualize. Let's begin on this process, and I'm very glad to be sharing this moment with you right here, right now. 2 days before Christmas, the 23rd of October. What am I saying? 23rd of December. Almost 2011. Wow. Time is flying by. And time is key in that it is really about how we use it. There's one thing real quick before I'm going to sign off for right now is, how you use your time makes all the difference. So you choose how you feel. Whatever it is you might be frustrated about or angry with, or whoever, some person you might be angry towards, you choose to feel that way. Think about that. You choose to feel however it is you feel. So we can choose to be happy. We can choose to be more kind, more patient, more true, more real. Let's make that choice and realize this is really where our freedom lies. It is not a matter of getting what I want, getting my way, my freedom of speech. I want to be heard. I want what I want. And then I argue with people who don't give me that. That is not freedom. Freedom in the best sense of the word is free. So let's lead the way. It is a new beginning, definitely. 2011, here we come. Christmas, here we come, which is a mindset. It is a time for renewal. It's a time for new beginnings. Thank you.